Morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day. It's a sunshine day, and we're here to this morning, just making sure that we are alive. And if you're alive, just send us an emoji where you're calling us from or where you're joining us from, so that we can just be able to socialize a little bit on today's show. As you can see, today is a very special day where we are here making sure that we are on the go. And those ones that are joining us for the very first time, my name is Dr. SunshineSylvia, and I've got my guest, Dr. Stephen Mwansa, and we're here to share on the Tuesday where we speak mindset change, and we have sliced our coaching to showcase that even outside there, it's not only us talking about mindset change, but it's all over the world that they're talking about mindset change. And just what are these principles of mindset change? So those ones that are joining us for the very first time, we come on this platform every single day, Monday to Friday, to just showcase on the things that we are doing. On Monday, we've got Rev Water, who comes specifically talking to us about the issues that surround us. And on Wednesday, it's a market day. Like tomorrow, you can join us. I don't know who is taking the Wednesday to just market the products and services that we have, either in our team or those ones that are outside the show. So this month, on Thursday, we've got Dr. Nelly Kangwa, who comes to us talking about our bedroom, which is our home areas, and our boardroom, which is the marketplace. And we socialize ourselves in those two areas. And on Friday, for us to be here, we really need to have, to be healthy. Our bodies needs to be nourished so we can be able to share and we can be able to join everywhere we need. So without going any further, I am going to I'll let him introduce himself and the topic that we are on today, so that we can go on and make sure that today we are nourishing ourselves in the financial and career and mental and education scope of the wheel of life. Over to you.
Thank you very much. A very good morning to everybody out there. My name is Stephen Mwansa, Dr. Stephen Mwansa. I apply in many trades, so I spend time as a service level consultant for Tourism Council of Zambia. I do corporate board training for Institute of Directors. I also do digital advertising, printing. I do mindset change like what we're doing today, and in terms of training and all that. I do a little bit of academic, university academic work, so I do so many little things to try and keep me sane and alive, on the basis that if you wake up every morning and sleep, the man upstairs will think you are bored and take you. On this day, I'd just like to share that all of us who get to listen and talk to one another on the 5 world-class mindsets. Now, according to Alice Parker, from her studies, embracing certain mindsets can profoundly impact our personal and organizational growth trajectory. World-class business, sports, art performance, academics, and other extraordinary achievements have been achieved out of adoption of these compact mindsets that are to be presented today together. And what exactly constitutes a world-class mindset? 5 fundamental mindsets can be set apart on the path to major success. We're talking about the growth mindset, abundance mindset, resilience mindset, innovative mindset, and empathetic mindset. Individually, each transform how we approach challenges and opportunities. But collectively, they actually account for our sustained excellence. The growth mindset is taking on challenges and persisting despite setbacks. Those with a growth mindset believe that talent and abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. They embrace challenges and persist through setbacks and treat failure as something to learn from other than an end to everything. So failure is taken as an opportunity for growth. What is the research behind growth mindset? Pioneering Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck's research revealed profound impact our self-perceptions can have on our outcomes. People who believe in their talents are innate and tend to avoid challenges and motivation when facing obstacles. And people believe in themselves, I am the expert. And if I can't do it, nobody else can. It can be done. It means it can be done. And it's not like that. And those that can become more talented and intelligent with effort and guidance do react positively to adversity and adopt a resilient mindset, which we'll talk about later. So a proper growth mindset is more than just praising the effort. A proper growth mindset, it encourages strategy, progress, and mentality shifts to foster development and achievement. Setbacks signal when we need to start adjusting tactics and maintain high expectations, self-compassion, and indeed optimism. So traits to growth mindset thinkers, or traits of growth mindset thinkers. The growth mindset thinkers embrace challenges, persist despite obstacles. They actually view effort as the path to recovery and mastery. They learn from criticism. And I know lots of people out there that do not wish to take criticism. They find inspiration in other people's success. It's not like Komachabichu Amireine. No. Other people must succeed and you get inspired by them. And you stay motivated throughout setbacks. Setbacks will always be there. The only people that don't encounter any setbacks are those that don't do anything in life and just try and see things happen. So that's an example would be like one renowned coach of basketball, Phil Jackson, who nurtured a growth mindset and persisted through challenges and ended up having 6 successive championships with the Chicago Bulls. And that record took a very long time to match. You know, he was mindset change itself, growth mindset. So how do we cultivate a growth mindset? We actually set oriented goals and we attach these to validation. We replace self-limiting thoughts with constructive feedback. We model resilience and optimism when facing setbacks. And we challenge ourselves outside our comfort zones. And we lastly reframe failure as data where we can make adjustments from or to which we can make adjustments. That's growth mindset for you. The next one is abundance mindset. What is it? It's creating opportunities through optimism and generosity. So the abundant mindset views opportunities, resources, and success as available in plentiful supply, unlocked through mutually beneficial collaboration. This contrasts with scarcity mindset, where resources and opportunities seem to be limited, promoting self-interest and competition. Now, of course, the economists won't agree with me because in basic economics, all resources are scarce, and the scarcity drives economic development. But what's the history of scarcity to modern abundance? Humans have always lived in legitimate resource scarcity, like what I talked about just a short while ago, unable to produce or acquire enough to meet basic needs. And back then, scarcity mindset encouraged competitive self-interest other than optimism, generosity, or innovation, or even collaboration for that matter. But today, certain things produced from one part of the world to try and take care of needs in another part of the world. That include food production, shelter, availability, cross-border commerce, technological advances, and other things, relating there. So, what is the thinking of abundance thinkers? What are the traits of these thinkers? Okay, they see opportunities everywhere, not just where they are, and share ideas and success generously. When they succeed, they make sure others know so that everybody succeeds. And they also express gratitude habitually. Say thank you for other people that share their success with you. They think more optimistically than pessimistically. Be driven by optimism and collaborate creatively. Collaborate with those around you, near and far, in order to achieve positive results. There are certain pioneers, that have brought abundance mindset, especially Linux and his software development that actually then just shot off all over the world and everybody benefited from that. What would have been a fast, secure, and abundant resource, then it fueled the whole world of innovation compared to something that could have been kept. How do we cultivate an abundant mindset? First, we must find opportunities or share unique talents. And lots of us out there have talents that others don't have. And let everybody benefit from our talents. We must express gratitude and optimism on a daily basis. Make it a habit. Avoid zero-sum, self-limiting thinking. But have a self-lifting thinking. Self-limiting? No. Self-lifting? Yes. We collaborate effectively, even with unusual people that we may treat as suspects. Collaborate with them and facilitate, always foster a win-win relationship. It's very, very important. The third one is the resilience mindset. Resilience mindset, which encompasses adaptability, recovery, and renewed enthusiasm. A resilience mindset empowers individuals and teams to rapidly adapt, recover, and bounce back from adversities every time they face such adversities. And they bounce back with renewed activity and renewed creativity. So, resilient thinkers build mechanisms to prevent setbacks and turn around any breakdowns. What examples could we have of resilience thinking in history? Albert Einstein was told that there was no life for him because he only spoke after the 4th year of his existence. That is when he was 4 years old. That's when he spoke. So it was taken to be dumb, totally out of this world. And we all know what Einstein is to the world of science, or relativity. And out of Einstein's work came out even the nuclear bombs. What are the traits of resilient thinkers? They adapt very quickly to changing conditions and recover very quickly from setbacks. They transform obstacles into opportunities and learn optimistically from failure. As they say, success has many parents. Failure is an orphan. Nobody wants to be associated with it. But resilient thinkers learn to embrace failure and use it as an input to actually create more. And also, despite challenges, they maintain enthusiasm. That is the thing of resilient thinkers. They maintain enthusiasm throughout any challenging situations. And what are examples? Like the challenging situation we have now, this energy thing. Let's just say, I think tomorrow might be better. Even when you get announcements like, oh, the Kariba is dried, the Zambezi has dried, look, something will happen. We'll still have power. Okay, so how do we then cultivate a resilient mindset? We plan for anomalies and surprises. That's what now you come to say others will call risk management or risk planning, and others will just call scenario planning. We plan for these things. And then we analyze breakdowns as learning fuel. That's what's going to kick us up when we have a breakdown or adverse situations. They kick us up, they kick life into us. And then we build personal and professional support systems. When you look around, you got all these friends of yours and colleagues that can form part of your very important support system. And check who it is, create those support, do serious business networks at professional and personal level, and reframe events of crisis into transition. So when you have a negative development, take it as something that's going to spur you into a higher orbit of activity in life. The fourth one is what we call innovative mindset. And what is an innovative mindset? This is the one that challenges assumptions and takes risks. Okay? It questions the status quo and wants to see beyond what is happening around. Again, this is what you call thinking outside the box. How do you do that as a mindset practitioner with this innovative mindset? We analyze what is with us. We challenge, we analyze, and we experiment with new things just to ensure that, we are able to move on. We don't take whatever is put before us to say, okay, this is gospel truth and that's the end. And in analyzing, you actually ensure that you have all the tools, necessary tools of analysis. If you can't, you develop those tools or get, again, talking collaboration, get those colleagues of ours that have those tools and let them help us with. Okay, so the traits of an innovative thinker is that first you question assumptions and remain open and curious. You experiment through prototypes. You take calculated risks, not just any risk, but you take calculated risks. And you tolerate failure and take it as something to learn from. The process of learning starts when failure occurs. That pushes you into continuous learning. And there are lots of examples, that we have. And failure in terms of people that have attempted to do certain things and have kept with dogged determination, hitting on that same point until they've got what they want. So how do we cultivate an innovative mindset? Again, we question status quo, and we study adjustments and anomalies. We prototype through experiments, and we reframe failures as iterative data and learn from users and outside voices. So that also takes us to the fifth one, which is the empathetic mindset. And what does this comprise? Empathetic mindset comprises understanding people and cultivating compassion. The empathetic mindset is a people mindset, and it entails listening closely and understanding experiences of other people and feelings of other people, building relationships, building friendships, and indeed, through vulnerability, acting compassionately towards others. Empathy across cultures. This is where you get understanding of cross-cultural issues, whether communication or cross-cultural activities, events. When you go to a Mateweto, it's a culture, and you get to understand why that is happening, and don't look at it as something. I do remember, rest in peace, late President Julius Nyerere, who said, the one that has no empathy and is the most illiterate is this chap that goes out to the Americas and gets a master's degree, comes back and criticizes everything that his parents cook as primitive. And that's exactly what put him where he is. I'm using he because usually it's a he that comes up with those funny traits. So empathy across cultures, it says, whilst personal temperaments vary, cultures worldwide value empathy and peaceful coexistence. So that's why you got this African Ubuntu, people coming together to say, look, how can we deal with things together as humans? KK had humanism, rest in peace, but that sticks with us. We may not call it humanism, but we practice it. And that's where the empathy mindset comes in, builds up. So what are the traits of empathetic thinkers? First, you must listen to understand, not to argue or just say, when he says this, I'll say that. And you get that quite a lot. If you want to tell me where, listen to parliamentarians. It doesn't matter which parliament. When one is submitting, they just want to hear what to hit. And they do not listen to understand, but listen to argue. And sometimes, yes, they will listen to understand. And it doesn't matter which parliament. When you listen to that Westminster parliament, and then you listen to the Senate, listen to our parliament, a lot of times people just listen. They don't listen to understand, but want to listen to argue. Okay, then you must find shared experiences with the people around you. When thoughtfully anticipate needs of those people around you. And needs doesn't necessarily mean that they'll come to ask you for money. Needs are many. They might have emotional needs. There might be other needs, academic needs, whereas, oh, I could probably help that person. And in helping, you get rewarded in a different way. Okay? You express compassion through action and you create psychological safety for yourself and those around you. It's quite important that everybody feels safe with you around and you feel safe with them. Okay. When you drive inclusive thinking and you drive inclusive culturally based activities, that is helpful. Okay, so now how do we cultivate an empathetic mindset? One, you must reserve judgment and listen generously. Stop this where somebody says, I went to the market. Oh yeah, I've also been to the market and I found things that you can't afford. And all that, it becomes an issue. No, please listen generously and withhold your judgment. Share mutual experiences without exactly making it seem like you're competing with people. Express appreciation every time something good is done for you, and validation also. You validate the experience and you appreciate. Okay? You actually perform acts of kindness to those around you without expectation. It's not like, because I've done this for you, so tomorrow you do this for me. If they do it for you, well and good. If not, some good will be done to you by someone else who may not even be related to the good that you've provided to the other person. And then, of course, when needed, you set respectful boundaries. You know, when you've got an overbearing person, or you are a lady and you've got this man who are first all the time on you. You actually set nice boundaries. And they say you do it diplomatically. Diplomacy is said to be telling someone to go to hell in a way that they look forward to the trip. They'll actually buy the ticket. And if there's a visa required to go to hell, they will get the visa that same day and go. And only find out to say, oh, maybe I shouldn't have acted that way. Okay, so now what is the compounding power of these 5 global mindsets? Together, you create growth mindset, abundance mindset, resilient mindset, innovative mindset, and empathetic mindset. These will compound each other, you know, in building sustained personal excellence and collaborative impact on your personal activities, on your organizational activities, on your social activities, on your family activities, and in those 6 areas: family and home, finance and career, physical and health, social and culture, spiritual and ethical, and indeed, what's the 6th one?
Mental and education.
Mental and education, yes. Again, you see, when it passes you, always nudge the person next to you. And that's what you, again, call a collaborative mindset, empathetic mindset, and indeed a mindset of abundance, because there's brains all over, and I have brains next to me here to ask.
And there are people actually on the platform like Shupi who is saying we are lacking in the abundance mindset mostly.
Yeah.
So you can see what he's talking about, and people are getting it out there. Thank you, Shupi.
Thanks, Shupi. Shupi is abundance itself.
Yes.
Yeah, and that helps very much. When you look at people around you, you actually ensure that you are in a position to share with them. So really, what I would say would be key takeaways from this: growth mindset, seek challenges, persist despite obstacles, and learn from criticism. That's important. When one criticizes you, that means they hate you. And we always had that thing. No, this one wants to prove me wrong. And then for us, when we want to criticize softly, put it as a suggestion. Say, you may wish to consider this. We know that you've said this, but you may also wish to consider this point, A, B, C, D, E. And people will see it as soft criticism. And then abundant mindset, you actually have to spot opportunities, share generously, and indeed express gratitude. And that, again, Mama Shupi is the one you were actually concerned with. Share generously. See abundance. Don't see scarcity. Then resilient mindset, adapt responses. Okay, adapt. Rapidly recover and be driven with enthusiasm. That recovery of yours should be driven with enthusiasm. Okay, innovative mindset, must question assumptions and operate outside the box. Don't operate in your comfort zone. You take calculated risks, embrace failure. And indeed, if it is talking about change, you embrace change. Change can be very painful, but do embrace change when it comes. Empathetic mindset, listen attentively, hold back, and don't be judgmental. Allow people to express themselves. Let them be comfortable when they're with you. And let's move on. So, well, that's what I had today. And before we conclude, let's just say we all know that outlook shapes outcome. And adopting those 5 great mindsets in one, these are issues we deal with every day. You know, we come here every Tuesday, but we deal with them every day at SPM Training and Consulting Institute. We value those partners that we have out there, including your good selves. And that then enables us to provide a better service. If we try and stick in amongst ourselves, say, oh, it's all, we got it and we know it and all that, then we end up actually on a wrong trajectory. And it won't help us at all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Stephen Mwansa. We are here right now, as you're saying, being empathetic and making sure that we collaborate with those others. From the trainings that we do have, we are learning so much out of the cocktail chats that people talk about in family and home, in especially in financial and career, and how we can be able to make use of our social and cultural spoke of the wheel of life, because that is where we manage. That's where we get our clients. We get referrals from people that are talking about mindset change and how they can really impact others. Right now, we are in sessions at 9 o'clock. We've got the principals forum, and they're amazing in the way that they're doing things. And together, we can be able to reach out to those who were not able to, especially the graduating students in the technical schools, in the TVET institutions. It is just so amazing how together we can be able to start the change that we need, because change starts with me and then it goes to the other places around us. So have a great day. Make sure that you get one of your 4 imperative things, to choose one mindset that you're going to get out there, the ones that Dr. Mwansa was talking about. Make sure that one of your important things is to connect and be sure that your mindset is going places, and just make sure that you don't have to own something that is negative. Let it go and find other ways of doing things, because that is the message. And as we conclude, we are going to post on our social networks the takeaways of today, so that we can be able to remind ourselves that really, indeed, mindset change is possible. Thank you so much. Have a great day and God bless you.